So lunchtime, taking a break, getting a bit of a leg stretch. It's a bit of a gloomy day here in Sydney, looking out from the convention centre window. Finding the workshop really useful so far. It's interesting because we're not doing a lot of activities. We've done a couple of short activities, but what we are getting is some really useful models and tools and research around behaviour change. Julie's wrapping a lot of this up in a metaphor around the elephant and the rider, where the elephant is our emotional and impulsive behaviour choices and the rider is our rational choices. That was a very full day in this workshop, and I'm just going to finish off my story today by doing a little bit of a recap, a little bit of where my head's at with what I learned on this workshop. So the workshop I did was designed for behaviour change with Julie Dirksen, and obviously here's the elephant metaphor and all about the fact that we need to talk to the elephant, or the emotional brain, the impulsive part of us when we're designing for behaviour change. So it was a very full day with 137 slides in the slide pack, and you can see they're beautifully designed, not too much text, and they were peppered with a lot of really good stories and that metaphor that I talked about. One of the models we covered around behavioural change was the COM-B model, capability, opportunity, motivation, which is similar to the model Aaron and I have been using around knowledge, skills, motivation, environment being key levers to create behaviour. And that model gets further broken down. So capability gets broken down further, as does motivation and opportunity, to create a list of different factors that are going to impact someone's ability to generate behavioural change, which can lead to this kind of mapping of different interventions against the underlying behavioural levers to create change. Another tool we looked at in the afternoon is an app called the BCT taxonomy app, or behavioural change techniques, and you can drill down in the app to see different suggestions for ways you can change behaviour. Then in the afternoon we went into a whole stack of tools that learning and development can use, and examples of different tools to create behavioural change. And what you'll notice is that the word training course doesn't actually appear on this list, which made my heart sing. Of course, these are tools that you could incorporate into a formal training approach, or you could use to wrap around training, or even independently of training as part of change interventions. So I've got to say, it got a little bit overwhelming towards the end of the day. There was so much content there. We did have a few activities and applications to work through a case study of our own choosing, but it was hard to kind of step back. This is definitely one of those workshops where I feel like I need to come back to it in a few days' time, work back slowly through the content and figure out which bits to pick up and how to tie it in with some of my other approaches that I already use. So right now my head is really full. I think I just need to get an early night, good night's sleep. I've got one panel discussion I'm moderating tomorrow afternoon, and then on Friday I'm Master of Ceremonies. I just want to spend some time in the morning going back over my prep for that.